why you should be on this team. You know, for on the defensive side, you should be looking to show that. On the offensive side, looking to be really close with the disc, don't turn it over, and you know, show us that side over there. So everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get it.
I can't have it.
Hustle on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hustle!
Missy, come on.
Hey.
Yo, shout out to the last soul balling out in Texas this weekend. Keep an eye out for some ballers on that team.
Also, shout out Quincy Booth, my fellow ginger at Overton Park. Best throws in the Southeast. Any lady out there, you can quote me on something.
So it turns out I felt those things would go and I was like, this is going to snap my hand.
No! It's never going to snap on your hand. It's going to hit me in the butt. Yeah, thanks, man.
Good work.
Hi, Mom.
This weekend is going to replicate last weekend, right? Or last training camp for the most part. Because at this point, we're trying to make sure you're starting to get confident with what you're doing, right? So we've been throwing a lot of friction. We've been doing a lot of different things. All right, we need to be coming out of training camp 5. We know what we're doing, right? We're not looking to peak at the beginning of the season, right? But we're going to have a mini peak, right? But we need to know what we're doing, right? So a lot of today is going to be same rhythm as what you felt last training camp. Similar to tomorrow, obviously there will be wrinkles, right? But some things that we can't control are what?
Energy.
Attitude. What else? Energy. What else? Focus. What else? Technique. Right. What else?
Communication.
Communication. Right. Yep. Anything else?
Effort.
What else? What?
These are all good things.
These are all good things, right? So if we can just control those things, right? If we control those things, we have a really great day. Right? We control those things in a game, we come out on top, we have a really great game.
Yes,
right? It's not a lot of things.
Come on, Fletch.
Christian, you've done 2? Second, okay. Is that second for all?
Yeah, second.
Yeah, it's me, Christian, and Justin still gonna go.
This, where I threw it away. You're going to do that in the game when it counts also, right? You don't know when it's going to show up, right? So when you train, you should be training to eliminate some of that. You're never going to be perfect all the time, and that's okay, right? But if you train that, like, hey, when things get just a little bit tougher, right? When it gets a little bit tighter, when I get a little tired, when I get a little distracted, I still just don't throw the disc away. I don't drop the disc, right? Because then this is without defense. Right? Without any win, we're just having fun. There's no real consequences in life with this, right? But then we get to a place where later in the season there is a consequence, right? Like it's winning and losing. You guys understand that?
Yeah.
So that's why we mix it into stuff that's fun, because it exposes things, right? But it's up for y'all, like in the weeks between, to say, okay, what can I do to increase a little bit of pressure, right? So that I can make sure my techniques are really sound. You guys understand that?
Yes, guys, sir.
All right, we're good.
Hey, if it hits it, don't stop. We'll pick it up. If it hits it, don't stop. Pick it up.
It's not.
Go, Brett! Go, Brett! There you go, Bobby. Go, Brett! I need it!
Yes.
Brett, I need it! Brett, I need it!
You're behind, Brett. Pick it up, Brett. Pick it up, Brett. Let's go.
Yes. Brett, you're behind Dean! Brett, you're behind Dean!
All the way, Brett. Come on, go.
Come on, Brett!
Come on, Brett. Brett, go. Fuck team.
Good throw, buddy.
Heads up on Jakeem. Up. Leave it, Peel. Find it, you're here. Can you step left? Drop.
Yeah, continue.
We're man here, right?
Yeah, we're man.
Oh, come on. Yeah, baby. Strong one. Two, switch. Roll.
Ooh, yeah, go.
This is probably
Well, we're gonna start.
the best overall our offensive unit has looked defensively at the beginning of our scrimmaging for any of our training camps, right? Normally it's like the second 10 pull or scrimmage or maybe even Sunday's 10 pull where we start locking in defensively, but we started locking in immediately on this, so thank you for that. We're just going to do some more 7v0, some shadow reps, right? Spend some time on the field together. That's the best thing that we can start doing at this point. We're kind of at where we need to be learning-wise. We've got the material available to us, so it's just a matter of being able to be on the field and put it into motion, right?
Let's catch.
Anybody got any questions that are pertinent currently?
Yeah, I didn't have a question. I just had one thing. I know I'm a grumpy old guy, but like I don't expect this to be like 100% not having fun, like whatever. But the last 7-on-0 that we've done, like it hasn't been at a championship level, right? And like I don't know about y'all, but like, it wasn't super fun finishing 4th or whatever last year. So like when we're out there, let's really try. Like if shit happens, shit happens. Look, yeah, I don't want to be that dude, but like we could really be cleaner. So let's be cleaner on this one. That's all.
I want him to catch it and look at me standing there, and we're gonna score.
One more
All right. I trust Billy to break that mark 100 times out of 100.
Less than a month away from our first game. All right, so what that means as a whole squad is the first game we're not going to be able to roster everybody, so we're going to start going a certain amount of time without seeing each other. So that means that tomorrow is now the most important day of our season, right? And so coming out and being prepared to lock in and engage even more than you were today is very vital, really important. I appreciate everybody being here. We've got jerseys that are
Don't tolerate the run. Shit, I think I'm plenty of you. This is borders on the sun. I know murder, conviction, roundness, boosters, burglars, borders, the way it produces. That's not the head. What
It was actually disgusting. It was like a part of the entire tryout at well, yeah, I feel like every time it's gonna end up happening. Like, Frank, do you remember that?
No, I'm the same way. Like, if it's not fun, you ignore it. Hopefully it goes all.
Apparently Joe White does nothing as well.
I'm already Frankie.
This correct.
Best 20.
That's you were down.
I'm out of we fuck up.
Nice toes. Careful, look at him. Remember when they zoom into his toes? See how he's now on the ground? And see his hips are probably hurting.
Ground, Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike, heels on the ground.
Like, you see me? That's my lap.
Squat.
That's a hamstring to the calf. That takes effort. Yeah, this guy hasn't been doing it like that.
If you want to look at the footage at the end of last practice, see who's better.
Yeah.
Someone's been sitting for too long, huh?
I got him so good too. I told him he was ugly right before he did it.
I was already.
Got it all.
How do I have that? I'd say that. Big. Ankle. Code. Head. Ear. Head. Knee. Bit. I had it. Tell you, imagine being eliminated by the machine.
ears, knees,
Eliminated champion.
feet,
All we have to do
knees, butt, ears, butt, knees, butt, feet, knees, ears, shin, feet,
Oh.
disc.
Yeah. That's really cool. And I beat Hayden, so I won.
Appreciate the hard work, all right?
Oh yeah, boys.
There's always another level, right? I know you guys could have kept going, right?
Yeah,
It's around 2 o'clock, and then rehabilitated, trying to be right on right time with things. Dean, you got anything?
I said this earlier, but it was our first scrimmage. We got out, got a break first, and then went through some adversity in the middle. The last point we got the break again. That just tells me the defense had their energy up the entire time from first point to last point.
Yeah.
Oh, lie, I'm talking about the first scrimmage, not the last one, right? So it tells me our goal, one of our goals this weekend was keeping the energy, the mentality from first point to last, and we really did that. So I'm proud of the team for that.
Good stuff. I love us running. That's it.
Oh yeah, I say a lot of stuff.
With our legs.
Very verbose.
I say too much.
Brad, two breaths.
Brad?
Oh.
Cool.
Brad's anyway about it.
Hey, Matt Smith, new pops. Any different perspective now?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's funny because, like, in a way, I definitely care less. Sorry, y'all. You know, like, it's just like priorities, right? But at the same time, like I really cherish this a lot more now. Like before, it was like, oh yeah, what am I doing that weekend? I'm playing frisbee. I know I'm playing frisbee. I got the time, I got everything, and you know, when that shift takes a little different, I would I would just advise y'all that like don't wait for the kid to come, and try and find that mindset before of like really enjoying like I got 3-4 hours to like run around and hang out and do the shit that I love doing. So that's my new perspective. Love y'all. Love being here.
That there's a quote I like a lot, which is play is the constituent element of freedom. When we got to do that today, we got to play hard. We got to play with a lot of energy and effort and love for our teammates, and I want to sustain that, keep that going through the next camp. And season 4. Work side is awesome.
Yeah, one thing that we talked about and consistently talked about a lot on the offense is, winning things with our legs, and a lot of that we started doing today. As an identity, we are finding our swagger again this season, which is awesome. And you can notice it when we go out and we're putting up big away shots that we're coming down with, whether they're contested or open or whatnot. We're creating enough space for our playmakers to make plays, and we got a lot of fucking playmakers on this team, right? Anyone on this team could be making big plays for us, and that's a scary thing for us when we're all going the same direction, right? We're all grinding together.
Hey, 2 weeks till training camp 5, right? And then a week until our first game against Carolina, right? Season, we had a couple choices, right? I think, I remember it might have been 2 weeks after. I was pissed off. I was sad. I was upset, right? But I remember thinking in the end of like the last several minutes of the game and going into the overtime and sudden death, that I'd never been prouder of how much we fought as a team, because for so long the identity that was put on Atlanta teams was that there was no grit, right? I remember being so pissed about hearing that ever written about this team, right? Even though I wasn't part of the team at that point. So I remember watching that game and thinking, this team has this like fight, this fire that people don't really get to see. And so what I called Bosie and I said, really the only conversation I said was, give us the hardest schedule we can have, right? Because we could have went in one or two different ways. We could have said, give us the easiest schedule. Let's just make it back to the playoffs and see what happens. Or give us the hardest schedule, right? And the only reason I did that was because I actually saw and believed that this team is built to go play Carolina, then to go play New York, then to play Carolina again, then to go to Colorado, then to go to India. We're literally built for all those, right? It doesn't mean that we have to necessarily come out 5-0. We will, right? We will, but or one, like if something happens. Hell no. But I was looking for a flight. We were. I could see then that we were built for what we're about to do now, right? And so we put in a lot of hard work with a lot of ups and downs this preseason, right? And I believe that when we go put our product on the field, to some of the points that some of y'all have already made, you're gonna be like, well, he's gonna get open. And then I was right? Because they don't know what you're gonna be bringing, right? They haven't went against this version of Hayden, right? They haven't went against a Brett who hadn't been playing both ways every single point, right? They haven't went against this new defensive and offensive system, right? They've never seen Ryan Flick on this stage. They can see, what I'm saying? They're not playing the same Atlanta they played last year. This is not the same team. Right? We grew from even having that loss, but now we've grown from the last weeks of training camp. Right? So they think they're going to be playing the same team and they're not. So I'm super excited about that.
Gangsta, won't stop hustle!